block, fam. Ric Flair up in his All right, guys, sitting in front of the lift here, we got Goldzilla.
Is it Thursday again?
Is it Thursday?
It is.
What's up with Thursday?
That's when we do that.
The woo? Like a flare Thursday or something?
Silent and profiling.
We're gonna be working on Goldzilla today, and I don't know if you guys have been paying super close attention to the industry, but a lot of people are doing this LP6 headlight in their fairings on their bikes. Baja designs LP6 light, which is crazy because it offers some really great lumens. It really lights up the road. It's like freaking daylight. So we're actually gonna be changing out this headlight. Currently got a Moon's headlight in here, which is just LED. You wanna flip that on so we can see? Bam! My right eye, dude. It was not behind the camera. So I'm blind in my right eye now. Incredibly bright. For the side markers, I've got Rogue Rider Industries. You guys can find links to everything that we're gonna be talking about in this episode down in the description below. So yeah, we're gonna be changing out this Moon's headlight for this Baja Designs LP6. Joining me, we've got Chris, Sick Wide Glide, Master Level Technician, 26 years. It's my first time in a video saying 26-year Master Level Tech. So you guys be sure to go to his Instagram, leave a comment, congratulate him on 26 years being an awesome ice cold technician.
I don't remember the birth date, but it's this month.
Yeah.
So it's the month of...
You know what's cool? Same for the channel. The birthday for the channel is this month as well. I want to say it's like the 17th, 16th or 17th.
In the middle, more probably close to like 20.
Yeah,
20.
so, but I mean, the channel's only 6 years old, so we got some catching up to do. All right, so the last video that we did on this bike was the wheels, the gold wheels from SMT. Came out amazing. Yeah, and we're continuing working on the bike. Like I said, we brought Goldzilla back. We wanted to get the LP6 on here because we have had a lot of you guys asking about it, requesting it. We've had people come into the shop asking if we can install these on bikes, and yes, we can. We've done them on Road Glide. We did them on a couple Road Glides, and then also the Softail Lowrider Nicks. Yeah. So let's go ahead and unbox. I'll show you guys the light, or the bracket, right?
How do you want to transition this though?
You should probably just do the snap. It's easiest, right?
You want to do the snap?
Just, you want to do it?
You do?
Me do it?
Or at the same time?
1, 2.
Aha. We suck.
One.
You said 1, 2, and then you're like, well, wait for 3.
It's like on 3. So is it after 3 or is it on 3?
Right after 3.
Right after 3?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Amber. Or gold. Gold, guys. We're going with gold. Yeah, they do offer this in gold, amber, or regular clear. I'm going with amber because, I mean, look. You know what I'm saying?
Because you want to be different.
Because
The look of it, the taste of it, the smell of it, the texture.
So what's in the box? You've basically got the light.
Just the connector and some stuff.
Yep. And it comes with this bracket on it as well. A couple stickers, or one sticker with that, and then you've got Fabricators Unchained. Like I said, we'll have links to all this stuff in the description below. And that is a basically a plate that allows us to be able to mount this up to it. And then this gold lever is not part of this video, but we're gonna be replacing my gold trigger lever there with a newly gold plated one because I have worn the gold off of that one. All right, so step one in getting started on this install, we got to remove the Memphis Shades Road Warrior fairing. After that, we've got a Plex audio system in here, which I'm gonna be getting rid of as well. You can actually install this light with it though.
That Plex audio do be looking good though.
It do. Where's that shoulder shimmy though?
I'm not, you gotta do it.
Do be looking good though. So I am getting rid of the Plex audio system just because I never use it, and so it's just extra weight on the bars at this point. So we're going to be removing fairing, removing the Plex, fitting up the light, getting it all mounted, and going from there. Fun. Woo!
Do you want to tell them what else we're doing in between?
So yeah, in
They
between.
don't get to see, but it's teaser for what.
Well, you guys will see it as a separate episode, but in between, after we take this off and take the speaker off, we're going to be attempting to fit all of those GZST, so Goldzilla ST boxes. So that is the Harley-Davidson Lowrider ST fairing, which we have over here. Brand new 2022 Harley-Davidson Lowrider ST. This is one we're actually giving away. So if you guys want to enter the giveaway for that, go to blockheadmoto.com, sign up, select the tier, and you're in. You also get other various perks. But this fairing is awesome. I've done a couple 100 miles behind this thing. Not this exact one, but on the press ride for Harley. And so we're basically taking the fairing from that, and we're going to put it on my Lowrider. It does not bolt right up. We'll give you guys more of that information in that incoming episode. All right, let's get started. You ever thought what chairs would look like if our knees bent the other direction?
I haven't. So excited to know. We're over here making fun of your shit like this. Like, yo, that headlight. The headlight would be looking good. What you doing with that headlight?
Away from. All right, guys, so we are to the point, basically for installing the new light, but we're gonna do some test fitting first while we have it here with the new ST fairing. So we're gonna cut. We will resume getting the headlight back on and the Memphis Shades fairing back on. So intermission for a second here. And like I said, if you guys wanna see us fitting the ST fairing onto the bike, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon and all that stuff so you're notified of whenever we do upload that video. It's gonna be coming up shortly after this one.
A few moments later.
All right, guys, so we basically got the bike fairing off, plex off, light off. So we're gonna prep the fairing. The Memphis Shades Road Warrior, basically have to cut this excess plastic here off. Take a little cutting wheel, trim this out. If you got a Dremel, use a Dremel. I'm gonna go get some safety squints real quick and then be like, zzz, 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 zzz.
That's what it does? My favorite one is the turbo, where we're like, whistle, whistle.
All right, there we go. Trimmed it off. Much larger opening. All right, so you got this new bracket.
Yeah, so they send you the hardware, which is nice of them, but there's no f***ing nuts supplied, it's only bolts, so, you know.
Really?
Thanks, guys.
It's kind of lame.
Yeah, it's real lame. So
Cool.
then I have to go source nuts, you know. Sourcing nuts is like
Yeah.
my most favorite f***ing time of day.
If you guys are looking for a install how-to video on the Memphis Shades fairing, I've got a video going over that as well. So, all right, so we've dremelled out the fairing and we basically took the mount, put it here, but whenever we put the fairing up with the light sticks too far out to where the bolts on the side of the bracket here are too far forward touching the fairing. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the bracket and we're actually going to drill some new holes. That way we can push it back by about a ½ inch. All right, so we got the bracket modified. A little close on one side, but it's pretty thick steel, so it should hold up. So I did sand it down, so took some of the hard edges off. Now we should be able to, instead of mounting it here, mount it here. Well, that gives us about, what, ½ inch or so? All right, so I got the fairing on the lights there, but it's still too far out. So the issue that I'm seeing now is, so we were able to basically like drill these new holes and move this piece back. But what happens now is, since it's not setting as far forward, the bottom of this bolt is now running into the lower triple. So next solution would be, it's only able to scoot back halfway now. Like I said, that bolt on the bottom touching that lower triple. So I would probably say like bend this bracket like up, but we'll wait for Chris, see what he says, see what he wants to do. All right, check it out, Block fam. It's the next day and we pretty much got this thing fitted up. I've actually been working for a bit, pulling the Plex audio system out, so the wiring harness and all that stuff was in there pretty good, so got all that out. So LP6 bracket, it's pretty much tight here, but we need to tighten that up just so it has the right angle. Basically only use the two brackets because if I use the center bolt is pretty large, and so that'll basically take up space from it being able to slide as far back, so you can basically like get it much further back. So you've got adjustment here, and then adjustment here. So there's 3 points. It's actually 4 points of adjustment. So one, if you loosen these on the Memphis Shades fairing, you can basically take these pieces and scoot them further forward, ½ inch to 3/4 maybe. And then you've got the new holes that we drilled in this bracket to scoot it back. So basically bringing the fairing forward, pushing the light back so that it sets as flush as possible. And then we've got these not using that center bolt so that I'm able to push this as far back as possible. And then we've got this angled up. So once we tighten all this stuff down, like this should angle up a bit. As you can tell in this, it's a little forward, but once we tighten down, it should be pretty much straight. And then we do have some adjustability in terms of like leveling the light. Other than that, we should be good to go. We're gonna basically get everything connected up, plug it in, get the fairing on, tighten it all down, be good to go. All right, guys, so as you see, I have welded up the bracket, so we've got a bit more of material on that lower right hole that we drilled in there. I did sand it down, and then we just spray painted it with some high temp paint. So basically be able to boop, put that on there, and then we will get everything installed and tightened. So we already did test fit. Ah, listen to that. The dyno room is working great. The fact that we can have the doors open, we're not gonna get complaints from neighbors. You guys should have already seen the episode on us finishing the dyno room, but it's working awesome. Chris is in there tuning a bike for a friend right now. I'm actually able to be out here and not lose my mind because it's so stupid loud. Let's get these bolts in. I did add a couple washers underneath so that we would have clearance. So we're just gonna basically get to reassembly. All right, so Chris is yelling at me for using electric tape previously, but wiring up the new 4-pin harness.
Tell them your reasoning for tape.
So yeah, I basically had tape over this part, you know, to protect it from the elements, because I go mudding with Goldzilla, and so I didn't want any mud getting in there, bro.
Yeah.
And your answer was?
Like Harley didn't design motorcycles that are able to go in the rain or anything?
Nope. Keep these things out of the water.
You had all this weird in your head of like, ooh, water.
I should protect
bad.
this. Yeah.
I'm gonna tape everything. Now, I'll be honest, most guys, and I'm surprised you didn't say it, most people that do, and you go, why the f did you do that? They go, because I didn't want to see all that color. They didn't want to see the color of the wire exposed.
Gotcha.
That would have made a little more sense, but for you to go, well, I didn't want, I was making it rain for
The elements, bro.
like, no.
So what's funny is it totally was a lot because of the color.
No,
but
bullshit. I told you you'd say it now because I said it.
Right. But also because of the weather.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call on the first statement.
You allergic?
The second part.
You allergic to something?
Yeah, this tape you put on here.
It's the that I have to deal with.
No, the I have to do.
Oh.
I'm the motherfucker getting all sticky and pulling it off.
So
And,
because of this osmosis, I have gained all this knowledge, and now like I know not to do that. So, but because of filming it, now you guys know not to do that too. Because if you do and you bring your bike to Blockhead Garage here, Chris will yell at me about you guys. He won't yell at you, he'll yell at me. So don't tape your up like I just did.
$50 surcharge for tape removal.
For ignorant tape fee. Which, lucky for me, I'm not being charged because we're homies. So are we not homies? I thought we were homies. Apparently I'm paying 50 bucks. All right, so what tool is this?
You know what? It's made in Sweden.
Nice.
It's a Deutsch connector.
All right, so basically that is used to crimp the connectors that go into the harness around the lines.
And you put it in until the insulation is just inside, and then you crimp. And bada bing. That's about as professional as it's gonna get.
Nice. I mean,
a machine would probably do a little bit better, but machine, I did it.
first time I'm seeing it. If it's the first time any of you guys have seen that done, drop a comment down below, hit the like. Now, how do you know which the high beam wire is?
Low beam in number 1, which would be should be the black and white. Now, you know what we can do? Let's show people how to test this, since you're asking a good question. So the yellow is running. Kick it to high beam and watch this shit come on. Oh, look at that. Yep, and then this will be running. This is the always on light, or wire, and then ground. So, see, good thing we checked. Go ahead, turn it off for me. We're gonna put the amber backlight in number 3. It should be here, and then ground. Ignition on.
Sheesh. God,
What we got?
dude, aim it at the wall over there. It like
Aim it at
projected
that
on
wall. Look, I'm owl spotting. Oh, there he is. Oh no, wait, there he goes.
pew 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 pew.
Is that bright enough for you?
Yeah, that's insane.
Okay.
Awesome, man. Chris has to go dyno, so I'm gonna finish the rest of it. Thanks for the help, bro.
Dang, dude.
so gold, bro.
So bright.
That's crazy.
Yeah, those LP6s are dope, man.
All right. What do you think of the fitment? Like how far it comes? It's almost flush, but not quite.
It comes out perfect because you have this like peripheral light.
Right.
So if it was too flush, it'd be like hovering, you know.
True. It would like just light up the inside.
Yeah.
So it already kind of does light up the inside. We go ahead and get the rest of the bike together. I guess it's just a seat, and then we'll wrap the video up. All right, guys, got her off of the lift. She's looking good. Kind of interesting. So the last one, obviously, like flat. It does give it a different look. I mean, much different. I think it's gonna take a little bit to grow on me, but first glance, definitely liking it. It's crazy how far out it was projecting initially until we did all those micro adjustments. So basically, like push the fairing out on the Memphis Shades fairing support brackets as far as it would go, and then we drilled those new holes for the bracket, pushed that all the way back, and then did only the 2 outside bolts and pushed it back as well. Can't believe how freaking bright it is. So there you go. That's installing a LP6 on a bike with the Memphis Shades fairing. So this is a 2020 Harley-Davidson Softail Lowrider S. If you guys are looking to get your bike dyno tuned by Sick Wide Glide, 26-year master level technician, hit us up, blockheadgarage.com. If you're looking to get an LP6 done on your bike, or hell, anything else. So this is on Goldzilla, which is a stage 4 Lowrider S, and just adding little bits of gold. Honestly, one of the things that's really throwing me off recently about the look of the bike is the front tire. So we went with new tires when we got these new wheels. The tires are now Metzler, but the profile of this tire doesn't fill in that gap, and so there's a little bit more of a fender gap, whereas usually want like not as much of a fender gap. So the front end, that's a recent change for us, so I think it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. Definitely want to get like a taller tire, but I don't know, that's a future episode. Anyways, that's installing the LP6. Hope you guys have found this video useful. If you guys have, if it has provided some insight into this modification, if you guys are considering putting one of these on your bikes, do me a favor, hit the like button. Lets YouTube know that we're doing a good job. If you guys aren't subscribed already, be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon also so it sends you notifications of future uploads and activity. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.